Hey everybody, Donkey Storm here, and today we're going to go over a route for Neltharion's Lair and Legion Mythic Plus Timewalking. My previous Legion Mythic Plus route video, linked in the description below, I realized I left out Neltharion's Lair, so we're going to go over it here. All my Mythic Plus routes, Legion or otherwise, are on my Discord, which is linked in the description below, of course. If you like the routes, if you find success with them, I'd really appreciate a sub to the channel, as that helps me out a lot, and we're getting real close to that 1K sub mark. So anyway, let's get into the Neltharion's Lair route. Hey everybody, we are going to go over the route for Neltharion's Lair, so we're going to jump down here. Now with this dungeon, if you just W key your way through here, you're going to be way over percent, which is pretty typical of a Legion dungeon. So we're going to have two skips here, and one's coming right off the bat. We're going to hang left and avoid these crawlers. We are going to need 5 of the crawlers, so if some of them get aggroed as you kill these first 2 Nashers here, that's totally fine. We need 5 before we go down. You can grab a couple around these 2 lurkers, as we are going to pull the lurker pack. 5 crawlers is the goal. They can come from anywhere. Just make sure you've got 5. We want to be at 16.8% before we jump down, and we don't want any of these big vile shard guys. We only want 5 crawlers. So as you can see here, I'm kind of being choosy over which ones I grab. One more Nasher here on the left, and then we're going to snake our way around to the 3 packs on the bridge before we jump down. So we need these 3 drudges, and then at 16.8%, you're good to jump down. Now, this is a pretty precise route, and since Neltharion's Lair has so many different levels that you can't go back to, you're going to want to make sure that you're at the right percentage at the end of each level. So once you're at 16.8, we jump down. We look at Rockmora. For tanks, his main things, face him away from the group, don't move during crystalline ground, and grab up the ads so your DPS can AoE them down. So shouldn't have too much trouble with Rockmora. We're just taking a look at his mechanics here. We're not going to do too many deep dives on mechanics in this dungeon, just because this is really just about the route, much more so than the mechanics here. So after he goes down, we're going to hop in the barrel. We're going to throw some fish because we have nothing better to do as we wind our way down the river here. And then we're going to basically beeline to the second boss. We don't need to pull anything extra here. We're going to be taking the path on the right. So we'll grab the first trash pack in front of us. We do need to grab the drummer here. I think in this video I ignore him, but you will need to grab him in your actual dungeons. So we need this pack here in the front. Going around to the right, we're going to need the breaker, and then we're going to need the patrol behind him, as well as the second drummer. So this Hunter and Nasher pack, we're going to grab them, and along with the drummer. Drummers need to be slowed, CC'd, stunned, whatever, to prevent them from getting their drum cast off, or you're going to have more trash to deal with. Then we've got this 3 pack here in the front of the gate that we're going to need. We're also going to need the Hulk Shaper pack, but we will not need the one on the right, so we can steer clear of them. The whole second boss room needs to be cleared in order for the boss to spawn, so obviously we're going to need to do that. And then you guys can combine packs as your comfort level allows here. My first experience last night with the Mythic Plus Legion stuff, the trash died really quickly, it seemed, so I feel pretty confident combining packs right now, but depending on your key level, your comfort level, your gear, and all that stuff, you can combine as you want. So for Ularog, not a whole lot to say about tanks here. We can use our defensives for Sunder and just help DPS the right rocks when he does his little shell game. And then moving on, this is going to be our second skip. This is a tricky one. You can do this without invis, but you need to be very precise as you hug this wall. If you're concerned about it, just use invis, and that way you're 100% sure, but we don't want that pack. Instead, we're going to go straight on here, and we are going to grab these Nashers out of the water. So these are nice, easy percentage mobs. We're going to grab all 4 of them. before we head on the path to the third boss. And then we're going to clear this entire path to the third boss, as we need all this for percentage. And again, combining as you see fit. And then I would just recommend checking out those percentages before you jump down again, because if you have to make up trash in the final room of this dungeon, it's going to be pretty nasty. There aren't really any freebie pulls down there. So do be precise, make a mental note to check before you head down. So after Neuraxis goes down, we're going to hop down the tunnel here. And once again, direct beeline to the boss, not pulling anything extra. So we need this 2-pack here in the front with the Demolisher behind it, which you can combine or do separately, of course, depending on how you're feeling. We don't need the group on the right, so we're going to try and steer clear of them and hug the left wall here. No invis or anything should be necessary there. And then we need to clear the 2 Dominator groups in this last boss room, and then we should be at 100% if you've executed the route correctly. If you are under percentage, there's a little ramp behind us here that you can use to get back up top, but hopefully you've done it right, and you won't need to do that. So that's going to do it for Neltharion's Lair, guys. I hope these routes are working out for you. I was using my own routes last night, and I had really good success with them. So if these routes are working for you, I'd appreciate a sub to the channel. Helps me out a lot. We're almost at that 1K mark. So have fun with Legion Mythic Plus, and I will catch you guys next.